It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a cut to you layout today. I am super excited about this layout, mainly because of this cut file. So this is the Chit Chat cut file, and you get like 4 different cut files in one. It's like a bundle, but you still pay the normal price. Like, super good deal. And I don't know if you're like me or not, but I have quite a few like screenshots, whether it's of conversation or in this case, I have 2 photos. One is basically when my husband and I were FaceTiming, and then a screenshot we have an app called Life 360, so we can kind of track our children and each other, like if he's at the grocery store and be like, hey, pick this up at the grocery store kind of thing. And so I took a screenshot of when I was in Texas. So it shows me where I am and then that he was in Arizona, which I thought was super cool. So I measured what those photos were because they weren't quite 4x6. So then I went into my Cricut design space. I created a rectangle that matched the dimensions of my photos. And then I just sized the phone part of the cut file so that my photo would fit right through it like it was actually part of that phone. So I did that. I cut those out, backed those. And then I cut out the Chit Chat title, and I went ahead and backed that with some pattern paper. Now, the pattern paper that I used to back that cut file, I went ahead and cut out those speech bubbles that you see on the phone. So if you have like a fun like text message conversation between like you and your husband or you and your kids or something, this would be the perfect cut file for that. And so I cut those out, and that's almost like a 2-for-1 too, because not only do you get that outline that's super cool, but you actually get all of those speech bubbles as well. So I have like an extra little pile of embellishments that will go with this collection. So I decide to put my title down there at the bottom, and I decide to take those speech bubbles and kind of use them as a pattern paper layer behind my photos, which are now phones, which is super cute. So I have a little bit of a gap where the phones are. So I'm going to take some of the embellishments, as well as you can see there's one of the little speech bubbles that is from the cut file. And I'm going to put that up there at the top with a little like compass. And I'm going to do 3 clusters. I'm going to do that one that is up there in the center of the 2 photos. I'm going to do a cluster down on the lower left-hand corner of the photo where the title is. So I have a camera. I have, I think I still have that arrow. I think it might be covered. It says this way. And then I want to get some sort of like luggage because this was vacation. Like I took way more luggage because it was a scrappy retreat. So I ended up finding a sticker of luggage instead of the big die cut. And then I'm going to put a little label down there as well. And then I'm going to do another little cluster on the right corner. And I'm just going to grab 2 die cuts that are kind of like room key tags. And then an arrow to bring a little more of that gold. So there's some gold in that camera. There's the arrow gold, and then I did a gold geotag up there in the top. So I got a little bit of gold in all 3 clusters. And then I just really liked that little banner. And so I went ahead and took that out and put that up there in the corner. So I have a lot of this collection. I think my plan was to use it for one of our vacations, which I haven't, and it's a very generic vacation collection, so I feel like I can use it anytime. So because I have the chipboard as well, I thought I would add something, but the only thing I'm going to add is this little heart, and I'm going to put that down there in that bottom cluster. And then I don't think I make you watch me glue everything down. Oh, I did do that little heart circular chipboard piece that goes in the camera. So I'm going to go off screen and I am going to glue everything down. And then I'm just showing you kind of that I use some fun foam to pop up the banner, the title, and one of my pictures. And you can see my little chipboard guy fell off my foam there, so I'm going to glue that on. And then I've got some hexaglam sequins, and I am just going to take kind of that tealy color out, and I'm going to put a few of them in each cluster. So I'm going to take my Nuvo Luxe adhesive, and I am going to scatter it, little dollops of it, where I want my sequins. Then I am going to take my crystal katana, and I am going to pick up those sequins and put them down. And so the crystal katana is really awesome because it has a wax tip on one side and then a metal tip on the other side, so you can pick it up and then you can push it down with the other side so you don't end up with glue on your wax tip. But if you do, it's not a big deal. You can just peel it off. It works great. So there is my layout. My vacuum cleaner is knocking at my door. So there is my layout. I hope you enjoy this. Head over to the Cut to You Facebook group as well as the blog, and we are on Pinterest and Instagram to get tons of inspiration. But I think this is one of my new favorite cut files, and I think everybody needs it. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I love to chat with you. Remember to wear your crown, and I will see you next time. Bye.